I gotta get to Sumeru. This is what I'm here to do. I need to go to this place here. It's about time. Yes! My God! I'm backtracking. I'm tracking back. Where'd it go? Continue through the forest. Through the enchanting forest. Of whatever the hell this is.
To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Wait. Like, I know our objective is to go to Sumeru, but where did we hear the name Lesser Lord Kusanali before? I don't remember.
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother.
Yaemiko. I don't know, like, I'm screwed up on details. Okay, fine. Maybe from Yaemiko. If you can put a flashback in there to jog my memory, Patrick, that would actually help.
Flashback.
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Right.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her.
Her, Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best.
End of flashback.
But even so, people call Sumeru the nation of wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the god of wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Oh, God. Now we're in a whole other ball game. The idea where Mondstadt was a nation of freedom, Liyue is a nation of contracts, Inazuma is a nation of eternity, and now we gotta deal with the nation of wisdom. So, even though I had a hard time coming to terms with what each was, like, freedom obviously meant freedom as, like, lack of oppression in Mondstadt. Contracts, obviously. Eternity is a whole other vague definition. Wisdom is a whole other definition here. I guess in my point of view, wisdom is like knowledge beforehand. Like learning from other people. I don't know. Depending on how the game would define wisdom here.
But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Fine. Walk, walk, walk.
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
Yes, there is. Obviously, it is obvious.
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers.
Yes.
Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions.
And Paimon is still talking while the person is walking away. Unless that person looks like most delayed reaction ever, like, oh, really?
Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Do they not hear us?
Huh?
Slowest reaction ever. It's like if someone shot a gun up in the distance, like 2 feet away, and then 10 seconds later, this person reacts like, huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
I don't think it's ignoring. It's like just a super slow reaction here. Maybe there's a reason she ignored it. Maybe?
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her.
What if she's just going into the woods to die? Do you really want to follow her?
When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
What if you don't get the chance? Okay, through mists of smoke and forest dark. I think I may have made that dark.
Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Fine. Where should she be? Over there. Oh no, wait, that's not over there. That's just a...
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished.
She did... I see her right up there.
Let's go take a closer look.
She did not walk into that small waterfall and vanish. She walked right up there. My God, Paimon, you're stupid. But you know what? To be honest, I'm stupid.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
Yeah.
Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she?
Maybe? Who knows? Maybe it's meant. Well, it's a good thing you're in the Nation of the Wisdom.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again?
If it didn't work the first time, what makes you think it's gonna work the second time? But then again, sure, why not?
Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
What if she points us in the wrong direction?
Oh. What a lovely smell.
What is up with that incense, or whatever that is?
It's coming from that censer over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Yeah, well, there's no furniture, there's no stove, there's nothing to live off of. But then again, probably some people have lived off less. Uh-oh.
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Something tells me the smell might cause something else. I don't know anything about Sumeru, and I'm pretty sure Patrick may have seen something, but I really wonder. Something's not right.
What? Is the smell making you feel sick?
Gotta get out of here. What is it? I think I'm gonna pass out. Right as soon as you get out.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for it.
Okay. What happened? Why did it happen? Okay. I can't access. Unable to teleport complete. Why? Can't pause it. Can't access the menu. Can't find Paimon. No HUD for HP or items. Huh. What is all this? Okay. Do we enter some mental realm or something? Continue following the voice. Voice? What voice? Maybe the Traveler. Oh. Oh, that voice. I can
The world forget me.
World forget me. Oh. I heard a Dendroculus.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Colette?
Oh, are you awake now?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Yes, obvious statement is obvious, even after Colette already mentioned it.
Well, we're at... good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
And I'm pretty sure that you probably just sniffed some drugs. Yeah, but... because of what happened then and there with the incense, I'm starting to get the feeling that, Sumeru is the Nation of Wisdom insofar as that there's knowledge and experience from, within some past ethereal world. So my guess is there's some other second world going on within Sumeru where I guess some people will go around, take this incense, and travel to that world? Maybe. I don't know. That's just my idea.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's being used by the Forest Rangers as a base of operations.
Forest Rangers, base of operation. Gandharvaville.
My name is Kale. I'm a trainee Forest Ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Why did we pass out?
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
No. What was that incense?
Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
So that wasn't the aftertaste of the incense. But then again, what was that incense?
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Why? And who's your master? Is it Tikanari?
Whoops!
Oops! I screwed up! Oop.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Tignari. We actually do get to meet Tignari in an actual story.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the Guide to Avidia Forest's Edible Fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
As much as I like the wording that Tignari is giving to one of his subordinates, if someone forgets something, maybe it should help them remember.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If on the off chance Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
Reminds me of me with you. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Like, having to remind somebody. Oh, yeah, Patrick does remind me to get stuff going. So, my biggest question is, what is Farbode's excuse at this point?
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Yes.
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
So we finally get to meet Kolei and Tignari. I have Tignari, but I have yet to unlock Kolei at some point in the Abyss Spiral.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination.
So, here's the next question. Whatever that incense is, like, why did it heavily impact the traveler and not the scholar? Like, is our character not, like, tolerant to whatever that is, or what? Why did it heavily work on the traveler?
In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneal I just mentioned.
So my guess is the traveler doesn't have a lot of experience with the Spirit Borneal, so... God, I'm just memorizing so many things all at once. And plus I gotta use the washroom.
That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Basically, I'm just thinking about, like, I followed someone into their, like, ayahuasca cave. So, for those who don't know, ayahuasca is, like, a sort of spirit drug. I'm like, oh, damn it, I just whiffed the ayahuasca drug, now I'm gonna pass out.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
Yes, a weird spirit tree in another realm, and Paimon wasn't there. Describe what you saw while unconscious. Gee, special. a special experience for the traveler. Probably a lot different than any of the scholars that have ever tried to go into the spirit realm using this drug.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
What?
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yeah, okay, why would Tignari be that helpful? Like, maybe whatever the traveler said to Tignari might have intrigued him, because it might be a special, unique experience. But what is so special and unique about this experience that causes him to want to give up his room and then let me stay for a while?
Yes, Master Tignari.
Walk away.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
I can only assume it's based on what I literally just said a few seconds, or actually a minute ago. That something about the traveler's experience is unique enough for Tignari to let us stay here so we can probably tell him more about what happened.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Let me guess. You want to experiment on us like a certain other person who did the same thing?
Further observation?
But we need to get to Sumeru City.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you.
I want to make sure that your spiritual journey has not caused you to be a psychopath, so I'm going to keep an eye on you.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, more drugs! You know what will solve the problem of drugs? More drugs.
Ooh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you?
I was like, no, don't fall apart, don't fall on the floor.
So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
It's that dude from GTA 5. Wait, what? What were you talking about again? Oh, I know. I think I know what Patrick is talking about. There's a character in GTA 5 where it's like a side mission where you either travel with either Michael or Trevor, and I don't know if it's like a weed thing, but the drug guy, yeah. Where if you go and meet the drug guy, if you go as Michael, you experience a hallucination of aliens. But if you go as Trevor, you experience a hallucination of clowns. I don't know why. And then for some odd reason, when you go as Franklin, nothing happens. I don't know why. So, I don't know if Patrick's talking about that, but I don't know if the similarities of what the Traveler is to what Michael or Trevor are doing, but I get what Patrick is saying.
The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky.
You think we might go to another mushroom and pass out again because we might go to another herb and have a similar effect, if not for the spirit or whatever the hell it is?
For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay?
Are there other drugs out there that have a similar effect? Because you're like, damn it, we passed out again.
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Okay.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right.
Yeah, also, if it had a profound, strong effect on the Traveler, why did it not have an effect on Paimon? That's what I really want to know.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first.
I'm just thinking, like, if you go into another land and you're not used to the foods or the vegetation there, maybe. But why didn't it affect Paimon?
Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel a little weird. Maybe because of the vision the Traveler had?
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
I'm not talking about, like, the vision that other people use to summon elements, but, like, the hallucination that the Traveler saw.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
A sign? An omen? A sign of something else? When I saw the vision, I felt as though I was standing deep underground with the red sky. Could it have been Conria? Was that really Conria?
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tighnari?
Didn't they? I don't. Maybe Tighnari doesn't know about Conria. I don't know. Maybe the Traveler didn't trust Tighnari enough to, like, I don't know.
If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth because he wants to experiment on us.
Huh? You mean that Tighnari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us?
Because he wants to know why it was so unique.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tighnari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
No idea. Maybe Kulai or anybody else?
Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Okay. Oh, God.
Rise and shine! Come
Shut
on,
up.
it's time to go find Kale!
Okay. The friggin' music sounds like I'm in an Indian hotel lobby somewhere in Dubai. I don't know how else to describe it. It's got that sort of Eastern style.
Alright, next let's see your right hand.
Why?
Not bad.
For what? Is it fortune telling?
But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
About what?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
Why doesn't he say it right then and there? Obviously, it's hell for suspense.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
You won't be useless when I put you to work once I unlock you from the spiral abyss.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yes. There's something we can help with.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
Why?
And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Oh, okay.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Why is there a ranger patrol?
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse.
And yet he's limiting on you on what your responsibilities are.
We handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals.
So why is he limiting your responsibilities? Almost as if Tighnari doesn't want Kale to know about something.
As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest.
Probably knowing something that he doesn't want us to know yet.
Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the statue of the Seven.
Fine.
Paimon, traveler, this way. You
Uh,
can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little... no problems with this lamp. Good.
no.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have... It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
That is not high up there. If you've ever been to Leeway, so there's actually more to Sumeru underground. And I also know there's way more to Fontaine underwater. Dear God, no need to worry, I'm a terrific climber. Because I have dealt with many a mountain in Leeway.
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
No.
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Kusanali. I really feel like these names... I'm pretty sure Patrick has mentioned before that Sumeru is based off the Middle East, but the instruments and everything do have like an Indian background or Middle East. But of course, the name Kusanali Rukkhadevata, it sounds something like a Hindi, or I don't know how to describe it.
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the Wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone.
Wall of Samiel.
To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
Sumeru is based on a lot of different countries. I assume it's either India or the Middle East, or somewhere in between, or just some other cultures I probably haven't heard of. Who knows?
To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarasana.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Then what?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Right, Paimon was like, continue. Areas relatively around the Middle East. Yeah, but I'm also thinking about, like, Paimon is interested. We're in a new area, we're learning new things, it's probably a lot to take in, and Paimon takes it like she already knows.
Huh? You're not too sure?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
But what?
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
I don't think it's a question about it's difficult, it's more of a question of experience, because Kalai is obviously, I went underdog, rookie, go with that. But my guess is a lot of the information that she was given would probably be from Tignari, which is mostly secondhand, but I'm pretty sure a lot, for such a nation of wisdom, my guess is she probably doesn't have a lot of the experience from that spiritual born incense that everybody else has to learn from.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
No, you just haven't whiffed enough of those drugs yet to really become experienced. You haven't gone beyond some spiritual realm yet.
Because you two know Amber, right?
How do you know Amber?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Amber, Alreda the Knights of Favonius.
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Uh-huh. What were you doing in Mondstadt?
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Kalai was first introduced in the Genshin manga, by the way. And also the first introduced to, like, the Spiral Abyss, probably even before Sumeru came out. And also, that brings another question. Why does Kalai know more about Amber than Sumeru?
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
And what? You're more interested in Mondstadt?
Sorry.
Never seen that side of you. Simp!
I thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Because Amber is like Kalai in a way, but more outgoing?
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
That's not what I find weird. I wonder, why do you like Amber and Mondstadt a lot more than Sumeru?
It's alright, Kalai. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after
Wait,
I
what?
returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters.
Okay.
In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
So, Kalai is in contact with Amber from time to time.
I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
In other words, we were sick as shit, and you didn't want to talk about us being famous.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendroarchon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
Right.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendroarchon?
Because the traveler wants to find her brother. Because how dare she be in the Nation of Wisdom and not read any books? I don't know, does that really redefine what the term wisdom is, to be knowing of oneself or other nations? Or is wisdom about having experience or knowledge beforehand from something else? Like, I don't know, she's a bit of an outsider to the inside Sumeru, and yet I'm not entirely sure. You explain yourself the purpose of journey to Kalai.
So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Is wisdom, or the Nation of Wisdom, ever going to help the traveler find her brother? Considering the fact that there are many more nations, like Notlan, and maybe the Fatui or Shniznaya coming out, the answer is no. But it kind of leads us into that direction, so there.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Yes.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
Didn't I just clean that statue?
You both have my thanks. Will you two...
Oh god, I gotta get... Climb to the top of the rock. No need to climb to the top of the rock, because I could just teleport there.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Wait, where?
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I don't know. Whatever it is, lesser?
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow.
Or could a smaller person actually be older as a greater? What is a chibi character? A greater or a lesser? Because I don't know if you can consider like a younger looking person be greater in India. I don't know much about that. So, but in some parts of East Asia, like in East Japan, like the chibi person could be seen as a higher. But in Western countries, for the tall looking person is considered the greater.
Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top.
meticulously clean the statue. It looks broken.
Nice work. That's one clean statue.
Do I get stamina bonuses when I clean it? The answer is no. But I get a bunch of other things, so there we go. And like Patrick said, there's a lot more Dendroculus. Way more so. In Sumeru, so that's gonna be a gigantic nightmare if I ever have to take care of, Sumeru for my Dendroculus runs. It's probably underground.
Holly, we're back!
Yes, we are.
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for—
No.
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies
No.
today? Don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food.
Yeah.
Youngling taught Paimon that.
What if Calais had someone cook her food for her and then just brought it to us? Should we not compliment the person who cooked that food?
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
Okay, so she actually prepared her own food. But... okay.
What the? No,
What did you do?
You dropped it on the ground!
Great. You dropped the pizza pocket on the ground.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
3-second rule.
Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
Why, you thought everything was a food and you were just about to eat the wrapper around the food? Enjoy the pitas together. It looks a little bit
Those
deep.
pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale.
Your shawarmas are good! How do you cook the shawarma?
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
God, frickin' shawarma. I gotta go out and get a shawarma one of these days.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon.
Sure, why not?
Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
God! More things to grind on auto-cooking.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission.
Does Tignari actually have a reason for being strict? Or is that just part of his personality?
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
Yes, we do.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted.
Yeah, but again, I'm not saying it's a personality thing. I'm saying, does he have a reason for doing that, or is it part of his personality?
I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master is actually very kind at heart.
If being strict is kind at heart, I really hate to see what actually strict is. And also, this brings another question to my mind. How old is Tignari?
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something?
Even you don't know.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there.
Why?
But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Yeah, well, it sounds like he just really loves living in the suburban and rural areas. So, how sensitive are his ears to really avoid the city?
Seems you already know him. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me.
Why does he favor the forest from the city?
In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that.
So... Okay, never mind.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Uh-huh, he's the opposite of me. Wait, how is he the opposite? How's he the opposite of, Patrick? I don't know, you'll have to explain that in the video as you edit it.
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
I'm a city person. Okay, I'm a city person as well. What did you do? What did you do, Paimon, to piss off Tignari?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling. Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
When you deal with Paimon, it is easy to assume she gets under everyone's skin.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
And then Paimon was like, "Stop laughing at me!" Yeah, but, maybe we've been through this before, so I'm pretty sure it's messed up for you to be surprised about the Traveler being in a life and death scenario. So why should you be surprised? Also, Patrick, please and thank you.
Hey! Now even Kali started to laugh.
Yeah, because sometimes you can overreact in the most ridiculous of times. Also, yeah, there you go.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
Paimonial wrath. I'm sorry, Paimon, but you're too much of a milquetoast character to be considered someone who is really intimidating. Unless you take, like... Paimon is too much of a kitten to even take on the growliness of an actual lion, so it's really hard to see something as dangerous when it's a chibi-like character. What are you gonna do?
No! Don't touch me!
Oh god. Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Let me guess. Kalei is afraid of being touched?
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be...
Fine. Okay, so she is afraid of touch.
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
As much as I would easily look at Paimon the wrong way, like, you got pissed off and you try to go after Kalei. But now you're surprised at her response. Moving on. Move along!
Traveler, you've returned.
Yes, I have.
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Was I about to send her on a spiritual journey just by touch alone?
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow.
I guess,